Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is June 27th, 2025, and we're diving into the latest earnings report from Origin Agritech, a leading agriculture technology company based in China. Joining us is John, a senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Origin Agritech has just released its financial results for the first half of fiscal year 2025, and there's a lot to unpack, especially given the challenges they've faced this period.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Origin Agritech reported a net revenue of $10.1 million for the first half of FY 2025, which is a decline from the previous year. John, what factors contributed to this decrease?
The decline in revenue, down from RMB 92 million last year, is primarily due to halted production lines at their Xinjiang factory for equipment upgrades and technical renovations. This reduced production capacity significantly. Additionally, some proprietary products saw sales declines due to market cycle impacts, and their new products are still in the early market cultivation stage.
And how did these factors affect their profitability?
Unfortunately, the company reported an operating loss of $3.4 million compared to an operating income of RMB 4.3 million last year. The net loss attributable to the company was $3.6 million, translating to a loss per share of 50 cents, a stark contrast to the income per share of RM.21 a year ago.
Operational expenses and challenges. Operating expenses have surged significantly. Can you break down these costs for us?
Sure. Total operating expenses for the first half of FY 2025 were 4.56 million, up 144% from the previous year. General and administrative expenses saw a massive increase of 273% to $3.5 million, largely due to the development of new proprietary products. Research and development expenses also rose by 60% to $0.7 million, reflecting their investment in innovation despite the financial strain.
What about their interest expenses?
Interest expenses were relatively stable, at $64,000 compared to RMB 0.43 million last year. However, with the current financial performance, even stable interest expenses add to the overall financial burden.
Balance sheet and financial position. Let's move on to the balance sheet. How is Origin Agritech positioned financially?
As of March 31st, 2025, the company had cash and cash equivalents of just $0.33 million, a significant decrease from RMB 8.4 million in September 2024. Total liabilities stand at 21.1 million, with current liabilities making up the bulk at 20.3 million. Total assets are $12.4 million, leading to a shareholders' deficit of 4.34 million, indicating a challenging financial position.
And what does this mean for their financial health?
It suggests liquidity issues and potential challenges in meeting short-term obligations. The decrease in cash reserves and the high level of liabilities relative to assets are concerning, especially with the ongoing operational losses.
Strategic initiatives and future outlook. Despite the financial challenges, what strategic initiatives is Origin Agritech pursuing?
Origin Agritech is focusing on upgrading its production facilities and developing new proprietary products. While these initiatives are crucial for long-term growth, they are currently in the market cultivation stage, which means they haven't yet contributed significantly to revenue. The company is also dealing with market cycle impacts that have affected sales of existing products.
What can investors expect moving forward?
Investors should be prepared for continued volatility in the short term as the company navigates these challenges. However, if the new products gain traction and production upgrades are completed successfully, there could be potential for recovery and growth in the future.
Key takeaways. In summary, Origin Agritech is facing a tough period with declining revenues and increased losses. However, their focus on production upgrades and new product development could pave the way for future growth. Thank you, John, for your insights.
Thank you for having me. It's a challenging time for Origin Agritech, but their strategic initiatives could offer a path to recovery.
Thank you for watching Smart Stock Watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Origin Agritech's performance. Leave your comments below.